There are mottos that I've lived by through the years. As a Ranger, it's Rangers lead the way. As a Special Forces Green Beret, it's to free the oppressed, the oppressor libere. And then the extension of that with Delta Force is oppressors beware. At Skull Games, we work hard to free the oppressed, identify and find these women and children that are being trapped, but we also want to get the word out there, oppressors beware. If you think you're going to purchase a woman, if you think you're going to purchase a child, if you're going to think you're going to exploit them sexually, you better think twice.
The idea of Skull Games is to put true identity to the victims being sold for sex. So what that looks like is me and my team, we're looking for the sort of signs and indications within the escort ads that the pimp is making that we believe that this woman or girl in some instances is being sold for sex. We used open source intelligence, publicly available information, and then using that publicly available information, try to figure out who's controlling her. We package that up and we pass it to our law enforcement partners for action.
About 85 to 90% of the women that are being trafficked are American citizens. Rarely are they handcuffed or jailed, or the images that we usually see. They are mentally, emotionally, psychologically detained, which is one of the reasons we have the name Skull Games. Skull Games comes from an infamous pimp who said, "Pimpin' isn't a sex game, it's a skull game." The trafficker knows his control over this victim is emotional and psychological.
When we look at the social media of a girl being sold for sex, and you go back a couple years, there's this girl involved with her family, on a soccer team, on a basketball team, enjoying life, and then there's a boyfriend. And this boyfriend takes her down a different path. And then the family is gone, the soccer team is gone, the community's gone, and she's involved with him. That's a commonality. It is real. She's not being taken from the street. She's being groomed slowly but surely away from the safety of family and community to him and his control. And that I've seen over and over again.
A couple years ago, we began experimenting on bringing these sex trafficking survivors to jiu-jitsu sessions to help them remap the neural pathways that have been developed with their abuse. And there are studies out there that really show in a couple sessions of jiu-jitsu, they can begin rewiring these pathways that lead to failure and abuse and fear to confidence and rewriting their history.
Someone that has survived the human trafficking industry or any kind of abuse, in a lot of cases, do not feel connected to their body. They feel like someone else had owned them, right? So I feel like jiu-jitsu, you grow your ability to understand your body, how to use your body as a weapon. That can be a huge tool in helping people that have survived this industry and bringing them back into ownership of their body.
I think it's a logical extension for us to work with War Tribe and harness this community to look beyond just what it is we do and what are some of the topics or issues that we think we should address.
So War Tribe and Skull Games are collaborating together to help fight sex trafficking and victims of sex trafficking, and I think it's really great that they're working together in the American Agi and contributing to Skull Games to help victims and to put a stop to sex trafficking.
Parts of the funding for this, for your purchase, goes in directly into counter-trafficking. Skull Games hunts every single day. We are hunting to identify these women that are being sold online and these men that are manipulating them. So when you purchase that gi, you are in the fight. And then every single day you put that gi on, you are recognizing and reiterating that you're in the fight. So as this campaign with War Tribe and Skull Games grows and we see more of these gis out there and wherever else we go into this campaign with rash guards and shirts and hats, I'm telling you, that is a signal to these women and kids that are trapped. And if we're very intentional about helping them recognize and understand, this is what this means. I see you, I hear you, I care about you, we're coming for you. Live to fight one more day. I get goosebumps just thinking about the day that there will be hundreds and thousands of men, women, and children that are suiting up for jiu-jitsu one day, and they're putting this gi on, and they're already getting that sense of pride and that sense of honor, and they tie that belt and they look down at the Skull Games patch and they recognize and identify and just think about the fact that they're a protector. And they think about, there is a woman out there, there's a girl out there right now who isn't free, and she's scared, and she needs to know that somebody cares about her. And that little glimmer of hope that can just be launched off into the heavens and land on this young girl, that's my hope and dream with this campaign.